I think this is a great alternative to the normal chocolate pudding. Hi, my name is Paulette and welcome back to Time for Keto. Today, I'm going to show you a guilt-free, very easy recipe, and it's chocolate pudding. And each serve of this chocolate pudding has less than 150 calories and 2.3 grams of carbs, not to mention 6.3 grams of protein per serve. So let's get started with this recipe. What you're going to need for this recipe is definitely a blender because you're going to have to blend all the ingredients really well, and a spatula to clean out our container. So the first ingredient and one of the main ingredients for this recipe is chia seeds. And what I have here is 2/3 of a cup or 120 grams of chia seeds. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour the chia seeds into the container, and I want to blend that first because I just want the chocolate pudding to be really nice and smooth. So I rather blend it a little bit first and not have little bits in my chocolate mousse. So why don't we get started with that? I'm going to do a quick blend and then we'll get on with the other ingredients. So let me show you what it looks like, slightly blended. Just take this out. So it's more of a powder style. And I just think that's going to be better for our chocolate pudding. So this is the first ingredient, and then the rest of the ingredients we just add to the container. So let's get started with that. We have 2 cups of unsweetened almond milk. You can use whatever milk you like. I love almond milk, so you could have a lactose-free milk, you could have coconut milk, whatever you want. That might change the calories and the carbs, but let's start with this. We're going to do 2 cups of unsweetened almond milk. We're going to add that. And then we have a 1/2 cup or 125 mils of sugar-free maple syrup. Let's add that in. We also have a 1/2 cup or 40 grams of cocoa, a 1/2 cup of sugar sweetener, and this as well is 45 grams. I hope this all fits. A 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and lastly, we're going to use 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. 1, 2. And now we're going to blend it all together. Wish me luck. I hope this container is big enough. I didn't calculate this very well. But anyway. Get all those chia seeds from the bottom and try and distribute it to the mixture, and then we'll do another blend. And then I think we can get on to the next step. I think this is done. So just let me show you what it looks like. Look how thick that is. That looks great. Okay, now that we're done blending it, you just cover your container, because what we're going to do is we are going to let this chill in the fridge for a few hours because it has set, but it definitely will set quite a bit more. It'll be easier to put them in our serving glasses. So this is ready to go in the fridge. I will bring you back in a few hours and we will put the chocolate pudding into our serving dishes, add a bit of garnish, and do the taste test. A couple hours has passed and it's time to get that pudding out of the fridge and see how it looks. Okay, let's have a look. Oh yes, that's firmed up very well. Have a look. That looks great. What we'll do now is put them in our dessert glasses, garnish it with some flaked chocolate, and we're going to do the taste test. What I will be using as my dessert glasses are my latte glasses, which I really like. I just think they're really tasteful. And I have 6 glasses. I've also grated some chocolate into flakes, and what I used was my no sugar dark chocolate. So I'm going to grab some of this pudding. Now be sure that you're able to get 6 servings out of each dessert glass. So I'm just going to do this amount for now, and if there's any more, I'll just keep topping up the glasses. So let's just continue with this. These are done, and this is what it looks like. So that's a nice serving size. I'm really pleased with that. Really nice and firm. It's not chocolate mousse, it's pudding, so it's going to have a different texture and consistency. So I really love this. And I'm going to now sprinkle some of this flaked chocolate that I grated on top as just to finish it off and give it a bit more sweetness, I guess. So let's do that. I think that looks great. Delicious. I think that's a great serving size. That's quite a few spoons of pudding. And that bit of chocolate just gives it that extra touch. You could also put whipped cream. You could put some raspberries on top, or even white chocolate flakes if you wanted to. But I think I'm happy with this. And now we're gonna have to try it. You can definitely taste chia seeds. I'm so glad I grinded the chia seeds first, because it wouldn't have been very nice if you had full chia seeds in this pudding. I think you could probably grind it even more, but I think this is really nice. I really also think if you want to break the chocolatiness of this, you should try the raspberries or strawberries or something, put it on top. That would really break it, and that would give it such a nice flavor. But I really like this. I think I could eat this easily. I think this is a great alternative to the normal chocolate pudding, because the normal chocolate pudding is high in carbs, it's high in fat, and it tastes great, but you have this alternative which is very low in carbs, very low in fat, and low in calories, and high in protein. Thank you so much for joining me today in this video. I hope you liked it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And until next time, I will see you again soon. Bye. It's good. It's very good.